Hi everyone, Mr. Peabody here. Sorry, I would have graphics up behind me, but for some reason my video capture is not capturing any video. So it's just me. I'm going to talk to you about the movie Tenet. You remember back in the old days when you used to go to a video store and you'd hire a video, but it would have on the case, it would say, please rewind after use. With Tenet, it's almost like they said, oh, please rewind halfway through the movie and watch it in reverse. Uh, the premise of the movie, it's an idea. It is an idea, but how to actually portray that would be very difficult. I understand that. The way they did this movie, the movie was put off and put off and put off for release, and I understand why. If I had made the movie, I would have kept on putting it off and probably wouldn't release it at all. It's a mess. The movie is a mess. The storylines, there's several storylines running at the same time. That's fine. I don't mind that because I mean you've got one story here and it's overlapping with this story here, and it's also this story over there. They actually none of the stories actually play out, and by the end of the movie, you're left with a bowl of marbles. They all look pretty, but they don't make any sense. It's um, the action scenes throughout throughout time. You know, action scenes in movies always been important, and they've pretty much done everything they can with action scenes. But lately, what they've done with action scenes is they made sure that you could see that it was the actual actor doing the action, and that really grabbed the audience and said, "You've got to follow me because I'm doing this, and this is me in this situation." That's what makes it intense. This movie just got action scenes and said, "No, don't worry about that. Yeah, we'll get the actor to do this scene, but to make it really special, we'll show it in reverse." And okay, whatever. You know, people say, "Well, it's got a great score. The score for the movie is fantastic." The score for the movie is a generic action score. That's all it is. You know, just like let's pump up the beat a bit, get a bit of action happening there, and throw in some big sounds. Boom, 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 boom. It's just keep the pace up, keep the pace up. Yep, that's a great score. No, it's not. It's a generic score for any action movie. I mean, you could have put the movie from any film in this film, and they still would have said it was a great score. It's not a great score. It's a generic score. Anybody with a keyboard could have done this score. Um, uh, it's it's just a whopping mess. The main character in the movie, you've got no real reason to follow him. Not at all. Is he likable? No. He walks through the whole movie with an attitude, and some movies you can pull that off, especially with the big actors. They'll walk through the movie with an attitude, and you'll expect that attitude from them. But this guy, I don't know where they pulled him from, but he just is the look on his face. It's like I should be here because I'm me. No, you need to give us something to latch onto, and he didn't. He didn't give you anything that made him likable. Didn't give you anything to make you want to follow him. Um, and this tentative sort of love story that happens throughout the movie, it's like it's so weak and so forced that you want to gag. I'd say that one of the only bright sparks of the whole movie is the character called Kat, uh, and this woman, beautiful woman, she's the only thing worth watching in the whole movie. The action is fast paced, and on first glimpse it looks, oh, this is pretty action packed. But then when you see what they actually do with the action, they start pulling pieces out of it right away, and they don't really give you any explanation at all. They do give you explanations as to what's happening through the movie, but they don't really envelop you in it. They just give you little nitpicks and say, yep, that's enough information, they don't need any more. Yes, we do need more. This movie was terrible. It was a terrible movie, and the world were just starving for a new movie, and so they thought, yep, better release it now, because if you release it any other time with any other movie coming out, it's just gonna flop. Anybody that tells you this is a good movie, they're lying to you, and they're probably lying to themselves. Anybody that tells you you didn't like the movie because you didn't understand the movie, that's a fib too. Did I understand the movie? I did understand the movie. I just didn't think it worked. And when it comes to, well, you've got normal time and inverted time. Alright? But what they do in this movie is they put inverted time and normal time in the same place at the same time, running together. And you just can't do that. You can either speed it up or slow it down or have them all going in reverse, but you can't have reverse and forward time going at the same time. That does not work. Anyway, so what did I think of the movie Tenet? Obviously, I didn't like it at all. I thought it was absolute garbage. And, yeah, I know. I think what it is like people just starved for something new, and this was it. And I'm sorry, world, but this is not this is not the dish that you're looking for. Anyway, take care. See you later.